What's going on, everybody? James Wayne with Steer Your Mind, and welcome to another video. And I'm just getting some fresh air, and I got this camera out on this beautiful day. So yeah, enjoy it with me, and yeah, you're in for a treat for this video. Now, of course, as always, before I begin, make sure you like the video, and also comment down below what you want me to make next, or just your feedback on the video. And also make sure you subscribe to the Steer Your Mind channel for more content, which I'll be uploading quite frequently. Now, let me begin, make this video real short, and mention that this video is basically about how this whole pandemic is going to be a huge paradigm shift for most people, if not everybody. And I'm here to tell you, well, from my personal opinion, 3 ways that this whole pandemic is going to change your paradigm. And number 1 is this whole social distancing, and which is understandable. You should be inside the house. But how this will change most lives is that, well, first of all, people are already distancing themselves from other human beings anyway. Like, we got the internet, we got the Facebook, the Instagram, we got people Snapchatting each other and, sending each other videos. And it's so much production being on the internet that you're thinking to yourself, wow, this is pretty comfortable, Snapchatting and inboxing people. So I'm gonna keep doing it because it's part of my paradigm. We've been doing it for almost 20 years, or over 20 years. So yeah, like, on top of the social distancing, for that matter, like, we're gonna, not all of us, but this social distancing is gonna provide more distancing from others. So since this social distancing is going to go on for a while, and I know they're opening some things up now, even though even the beaches is open, but yeah, I would say that that you're actually going to go through some changes in your social behavior, and I try to be social, even if it's like, I have a PlayStation, so even if it's talking to people on PlayStation or talking on the phone, things of that nature, or just, talking with anybody, interacting with people. And this whole social distancing is going to make most people comfortable being inside the house and being alone and not interacting with anybody. And on top of that, like I said, people are already comfortable of talking on Facebook, and that's it. So you have people that are already comfortable talking on Facebook on top of the social distancing that's been happening for a while, maybe a couple months, I think, a few months. Now, most people are going to accept that, and there's some people that don't accept it. There's some people that want to go out, that still want to meet people, interact with people, maybe network their business, things like that. But rest assured, there's going to be people that are going to be comfortable with this whole ordeal, staying inside and staying away from people. Hell, there's already people out there that don't like other people right now. So imagine what's it going to be like over time when this whole thing, whenever this whole thing ends. But yeah, I would say that that's going to be a huge paradigm shift. It's going to be more changes in social behavior. There's going to be a lot more people uncomfortable with talking with other people. There's going to be people that's avoiding other people. So yeah, I would say, from my personal opinion, that's something I can kind of see. But yeah, you have your own opinion, but that's just what I think. And I would say moving on to number two, how this whole pandemic is going to change people's paradigm is the dating scene and people wanting to have kids. Now, there's many people even before this that wanted to have kids and they wanted to have a family and everything. But with this whole pandemic, there's people that are weary of germs, contracting things. If you have OCD, compulsive to clean and things like that, or stay away from germs, that's going to be harder for you, in that sense. But also, like people that were once comfortable with dating, they're going to want to date online. They're going to want to have like a chat buddy. So, in that sense, with this whole pandemic, is how that's going to change their paradigm of dating. It's dating online, chatting online. And yeah, there's going to be some people that they're going to want to meet people offline, and best believe there are people that are home that want to go out and date and that want to meet new people. So yeah, there are people out there like that too. But also, there are people that that have this whole pandemic change their paradigm, which is understandable, to date online and get away from getting that disease. So yeah, I would say in that sense, don't take my word for it. It's just my opinion. It's just what I'm kind of envisioning for the future. But yeah, I would say that yeah, I could kind of see the reproductive rate going down a bit. Because yeah, like I said, there's people that don't want to be around each other, that don't want to even touch another human being or be close to them. So that can really have a huge damper on even having sex, even getting that close. So definitely keep that in mind. But yeah, I would say for number two, that's going the dating life is going to be a huge paradigm shift for most. And number three, I would say for businesses, it's going to be a paradigm shift, because now I think certain bars are trying to like design it in a way that there's distancing. Don't quote me on that. I just heard something like that around, but which is not a bad idea. And yeah, for businesses, it's going to be a huge paradigm shift, because there are businesses out there that are thriving off of this pandemic. Yeah, there are businesses that's thriving from this, i.e. the hand sanitizer company, toilet paper company, um, some fast food, but mostly bars or places people hang out and come together, malls, things of that nature, clubs, bars. Those are the businesses that are hurting, and those are the businesses that are experiencing this whole shift, this whole paradigm shift that's happening. And there are businesses that are adapting to this. Like there's businesses that do good no matter what in this pandemic, like Amazon, YouTube, anything on the internet, anything internet based. Anything internet based is going to be part of the pandemic, the part of the rise of the pandemic. So those businesses are going to rise during the pandemic. So yeah, best believe that. And also, I'm gonna put not only businesses in this. I'm gonna put a slash. I'm gonna put business/jobs, because that's where jobs come from. Businesses, obviously. So with jobs, I would say most people are going to be working from home. jobs that provided that. But yeah, I guess who knows? Like certain jobs, may open up. But you have to think about this because when I mentioned like the bars, like some bars might have some type of, they might make it so it's distancing other people. Like the way they're going to construct it, it's going to distance certain people, not certain people, but distance most people to where they can still interact, but I guess distance. But yeah, I would say that that could be the same thing for the job place. They might have the office maybe built a certain way where they're distancing more people. That may happen, but who knows? So yeah, that's my three reasons why there will be a huge paradigm shift after this is all over. Um, Let me recap. Number one, and number one, the social distancing is obvious. The people are going to get used to that. There are people, like I said, that don't like people, so that's going to be okay with them. So the social distancing is going to expand. And number two, the dating scene is going to change. Like I said, it's going to be less people, it's going to be less people wanting to meet out. And there also will be people that will meet out, but also there'll be less people that will want to, from germs and things like that. And yeah, I can kind of picture how that can slow down the reproductive rate. So it's just my opinion. You don't have to take my word for it. Just my thoughts. And number three, we'll say this pandemic will change the paradigm for businesses and jobs, like I mentioned. So with businesses, I guess most people are going to work from home, or businesses like Amazon, like I said, are rising during all this. Facebook, of course, is rising. Anything on the internet, but and yeah, like I said, during this whole shift, there are businesses out there that can't keep up with it, like the restaurant business, bar business, any business where there's a gathering of people. They're struggling. But I pray for them. I pray everything goes well. And that's pretty much it for this video. And again, make sure you like the video if you enjoy the content. And also subscribe to the Stereo Mind channel for more content, which I'll be putting out more often. And also make sure you comment down below what you think of the video, what video you want me to make next, or your opinion about the video, what should improve and things like that. So as always, this is James Wayne with Steer Your Mind. Steer towards a new you, turn towards freedom, and steer towards new possibilities. And thanks for joining me, and you guys have a lovely day. Thanks for watching. And this is James Wayne again with Steer Your Mind. Over, out, see ya.